everyone, Desiree here. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my beauty notebook. I've had several questions, people asking me about this, and I shared it on Instagram. I actually shared it a while ago and I have been meaning to do this video, but of course I've gotten sidetracked along the way. So I do want to talk about my beauty notebook, my beauty planner, what it is, and how I use it, and maybe I can inspire you or give you some ideas about creating your own. Now, I am a woman over 40, so my things that I'm interested in have since changed from being in my 20s and 30s. Right now, I am really passionate about skincare, anti-aging, and doing all the things to make sure I look and feel my best as I get into a much more mature season of life. Now, in the video I posted before this one, I talked about how my planner needs have changed since I am a woman over 40, and I think that it's interesting because I didn't expect to be so excited and so interested in beauty, you know, all things beauty, skincare, longevity, and all that. So I will be sharing some of that content here on this channel, although I know a lot of you are not interested in that, and that's totally cool. I get it. But I did have questions about my beauty notebook. So I want to show you what I'm using, which is this planner cover from Planners Anonymous. And I've shared this on the channel before. This is yeah, I mean, it's a notebook, but it's a planner too. And so the way it's laid out is I've got a happy planner in here with a notes section, and then I have like a undated planner section, because I think what people don't understand is when you are really into skincare and when you're really into doing certain treatments, either at home or in a spa or at your dermatologist, whatever, you really need to keep track of certain things. Like some of the things that I do is I use Retin-A, I do red light therapy, I have certain serums that I use daily. I have some things that I use weekly. And so you really do need a place to keep track of all of that. So the way I laid mine out is I have just a blank note section in the front. And if I can figure out how to kind of put some of this together where I can show you down like my actual setup, I will do that. But if not, then I'll just kind of talk you through it. But what I did is I kind of took an inventory of my body and my skin and figured out what exactly it is that I wanted to focus on as far as you know, making improvements, trying to look the best I can look. So I made a list of my skin concerns, and my skin concerns are obviously, you know, keeping the texture of my skin as smooth as I can, and minimizing fine lines and wrinkles. Now, I don't have a lot. I'm very blessed in that sense that my mom and my dad don't look their age, so I think a lot of this has to do with genetics. I don't have a lot of skin issues, like I don't have acne or anything like that, and but you know, there are some things that I do want to work on, and I do want to, you know, like I said, make sure everything is as best as it can be. So I keep track of all the products that I use because, as you know, sometimes certain things could cause sensitivities, or certain products don't necessarily work well together. And so I do want to keep track of all of that. Now, I do a lot of things at home, so I have a lot of at-home devices. I have certain like I have a microcurrent machine. I also have radio frequency. I also have a high frequency wand. Like I have all these things that I use, and so I needed a place to keep track of all of those things, when I use them, how I use them, and so forth. So basically my notebook is just a collection of all of those things. I keep the products I use in one section, I have the tools I use in one section, and during the pandemic I was able to kind of figure out what I needed to do a lot of these things on my own, because some things well, I'll say it this way. Sometimes they tell you certain things can only be done in a spa or a salon. Well, that's not always true. Sometimes you can do these things yourself. Of course, I'm not telling you to do all of this, but if you educate yourself and you learn certain things, and of course you can YouTube anything nowadays, you can learn how to do some amazing at-home procedures that will make your skin look beautiful. So that is what I keep in my beauty notebook. Now, my beauty notebook is different from my health and wellness. My health and wellness is all about everything more, I guess, internal, you know, my supplements, my herbs, and my sleep, my exercise. All of that goes in my health and wellness notebook, and that is this one. So as far as my beauty notebook, I also keep I keep procedures in here, like I have a at-home facial thing that I found online. So when I'm doing facials for myself, I know, okay, what am I going to do first? I'm going to cleanse, and then I'm going to use my desincrustation, I think is how you say it. Then I'm going to use my steamer, because I have a facial steamer. Then I'm going to use my, you know, my spatula tool and all these things. And then I'm going to use certain products, you know, in addition to that. And so you really need a place to keep track of this, because it is a lot to remember. And especially if you're not doing this every day, you know, it's hard to remember, you know, if you do this once a month, well, exactly what did I do? What were the steps? What products I used, and so forth. Now, the other thing about a beauty notebook is that it really gives you a place to track your progress as well. You know, you can take before and after pictures, which I do, and I keep them on my phone, so that way I can see if I have any hyperpigmentation or if I have any issues. I want to see if these products are working. You know, sometimes you'll notice a difference in a few days. Sometimes it could take a few weeks or a few months. So that is my beauty notebook. I guess I should say a skincare notebook, because that's kind of what it is, you know. And this is just me. This is what I'm in love with right now. I love doing all these things. It's fun. There's a whole skincare community out there that I'm sure a lot of you probably know about, where people talk about this stuff, because everybody wants to have glowing, fabulous skin. At least I do, you know. And the older you get, sometimes you have to take a different approach than what you did in your younger years, you know, because some of the products that you used at 20 are not going to work at 40, and so forth. And your skin is different too, you know, depending on what climate you live in, the type of diet you eat, certain lifestyle habits, and all that. So I just wanted to share this because I did have some questions about it. If I didn't answer your question, or if there's something that you want me to cover that I didn't, please leave a comment down below. I will make sure to either follow up in another video, or I will just answer you directly if I can do that as well. So that is my beauty notebook, my beauty planner, my skincare notebook, skincare planner. Do you have a notebook or someplace that you track all of your skincare stuff? If you do, I would love to know about it. Feel free to drop that down below. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will check in with you again very soon.